There are a lot of videos online that teach you the basics of becoming rich. Self-help is a very important tool that literally everyone can use whenever they want. You can choose between books, videos, articles, and more to educate yourself on going to the next level in your financial life. The point is, there's a lot of content, and there are a lot of actually legit ways to grow financially and become rich. It is, however, hard to find a step-by-step guide that's valid for long-term success and goals. I'm talking about literally everything you need to do, all the main steps that you need to take in order to become wealthy. In this video, I'm going to give you just that. In order to make this as useful as possible, I'll keep it pretty specific. There are many ways of becoming rich. It could be investing, it could be buying a business, or just learning a skill. In this video, I'm going to give you the roadmap to success by creating a business and growing it from zero. This is not a get-rich-quick type of video. This is a long-term guide that you need to follow with passion and dedication in the next years of your life. Do it and you'll achieve more. Don't do it and you won't. Ready to take notes? Good. Then without any further ado, let's get started. Like and subscribe. Step 1. Decide what you're going after. It all starts with a dream. In order to become rich, you have to decide how. Do you already know what you want to do in life? And before you answer yes, please don't rush this. This is a whole process. You have to explore opportunities and your passions. I'd say that you need to experiment, see what you like and what you don't, especially if you're young or just a young adult and you still haven't figured out what you really love doing. Choosing to do something you love is important because it's very hard to dedicate hundreds of hours to your dream, even when you're tired or don't feel like working. It helps a lot to choose something that you like doing. You'll be more dedicated and ultimately happier. Life is just too short to dedicate your time to something you do not enjoy. As soon as you know what you want to do, it's time to set your main goal. Decide your purpose in life. It might be anything, and it has to be 100% yours. No one should influence your choice. This will take a while, and you'll need a lot of reflection time. But again, don't rush this. It's fundamental that you take this seriously, as it's the foundation on everything you're going to do next. If you do this wrong and make a critical mistake, all the next steps will fall apart, and you'll have to start all over again. Momentum is really important, and you need to gain and retain momentum for as long as possible. Every time you lose your momentum, you have to start over and generate it from nothing. In this first step, you're going to generate momentum. I highly recommend that you write everything down. Have a personal journal of all your thoughts and write down your purpose, your mission, and then you're ready to go to the next step. Step 2. Create your vision and work on your mindset. The first step might have taken you anything from a week to several months. Now, we're still working on your mindset, and we're setting you up for success. So, step number 2 is also part of the foundation. First of all, there's your vision. Your vision is your guide, a detailed picture of what success looks like to you. Success is pretty subjective. This means that it might change from person to person. Maybe to you, success is being financially free. Maybe to someone else, success is providing for their family. It depends on who you're talking to. All this has to be written down, and attaching pictures is even better. You have to craft your own success. What do you want to achieve? What does it look like? What does it feel like? For example, if your goal is to have a big house, what's the vision related to that goal? Big, cool house isn't even close to being a good vision for your goal. You have to be as detailed as you can. How many garages do you want the house to have? How many cars would you like in it? Will it be on the beach or in the mountains? Will you have a pool? In your vision, don't write, "I would like this or that." Instead, write, "I will have this or that." Be confident in your dream and genuinely believe it is possible. Keep working on your mindset. Your mind is your most important asset. You can change the world with its power, and you have to train it. Just like you train your body by exercising, you need to train your brain by learning. Working on your mindset is important because if you don't have a decent one, you're guaranteed to fail or give up as soon as something doesn't go in your way. Many people started a podcast, but most of them gave up after a few months, and some even after a few weeks. Why does that happen? Because they don't have the right mindset, the stamina. They aren't trained to work harder, to make mistakes. We made tons of videos on the topic, so please check them out. However, here are the basics of a decent mindset. You do not fail. You just have painful lessons. Failure isn't the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. If you do not fail, you do not grow. So if you happen to fail while working on getting rich with these steps, try again. Analyze your specific situation. What have you done wrong? What are you not seeing? What could you do differently? Stop having negative associations with money. Growing up, my mother used to tell me that money is the root of all evil, and she always had negative associations with money and rich people. For some reason, I thought the same thing before starting my own success journey. But you really need to detach yourself from that. Money is neutral. You can use it for good, and you can use it for evil. Change your environment. You're the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. Do you like how this sounds? If the answer is no, then you need to start hanging out with different people. If you want to really make a change in your life, completely eliminate from your life all people that are holding you back. I'm talking about backstabbers, people that do not believe in your dream, or won't change their mindset, or generally people that have bad habits. When it comes to the environment, there's also another important factor, which is where you physically live and/or work. If the place you are right now does not benefit your productivity, either change the environment or move to a different one. For example, if your room is too messy and you don't even have a desk, how are you supposed to properly work from home and focus for long periods of time? Take 100% responsibility for everything that happens in your life, the good and the bad. This is very important, and as soon as you feel like you have control over your life, you'll have the power to change it. Stop blaming others. Start blaming yourself. Finally, change your habits. Tell me about your habits and I'll tell you who you are. This is so true, but so many people ignore this. They do so because it's much easier to just pretend that everything is fine, instead of admitting that there's something wrong and then work to change it. It takes courage, and you need to drastically change your routine and get back on the good route. Step 3. Develop your important skills, and one main skill. Before starting a business and becoming a real entrepreneur, I want you to seriously and realistically think about this. Only 25% of businesses survive for a long period of time. This means that you have a 75% probability of failure. Most entrepreneurs fail, and that's a fact. Starting a business isn't only time-consuming, it's very risky. While taking risks is very important, you have to take calculated risks. Risks that make sense, with odds calculated and a realistic outcome. You won't become the next Jeff Bezos in 1 year. You probably won't even be profitable in the first months. So you might be wondering, why do so many businesses fail? Is it the economy? Is it the market or the government? Well, sometimes yes, but most entrepreneurs fail because they're not qualified to run a business. Maybe even their whole idea is wrong. Many people approach the world of business with a product that does not solve any real problem, and that doesn't or won't have a market. Some, on the other hand, don't even know how to run a business. They have no leadership skills, no communication skills, no persuasion and selling skills. It's very important that you develop your abilities, and here's exactly what you need to work on. Number 1. Selling and strong communication. You need to learn how to sell anything to anyone. We made a video on the topic. It might help you out. Knowing how to persuade someone to buy your product, your idea, or you as a business partner is so important that it will make the difference between success and failure. Imagine you're starting your business and you're looking for investors. How are you supposed to get them to give you their money if you can't even properly explain your idea? It needs to, first of all, be crystal clear, and then you need to know how to properly sell your idea. Number 2, performing under pressure. Performance under pressure is important because it's inevitable. You'll have times when many weaknesses are exposed at the same time, and everything is on your shoulders. You need to keep it all together and think clearly and rationally in order to solve problems. In order to learn how to perform under pressure, you need to practice. Number 3, leadership. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you're going to work with many people, and eventually with your own employees. If you want them not to just work for you, but truly change the company you're running, you need to have proper leadership skills. You need to know how to handle people, how to motivate them, and how to resolve issues that might appear between one or more groups of people. You sometimes need to be harsh, and sometimes need to forgive. It's all in the skill. These are the 3 most important skills. More will come along the way, but it's important that you develop them so that you can handle every situation life throws at you. On top of these skills, you need to develop the main one that you're going to offer to the marketplace. This is basically your way out of the rat race, your ticket to a higher income and a better life. Decide what skill is in high demand that's relevant to your goal, and then obsessively develop that one. It might be closing, copywriting, or anything that can bring you lots of money. These are called high-income skills, and they can make you $10,000 a month or more, basically a six-figure income. Once you've studied the skill and practiced it, you need to start offering it to the marketplace. Find your first clients and develop your skill at the point where you can make a comfortable living with it. But still, remember that this isn't your business or your goal. This is only meant to support you financially and give you the resources to start a business. You're much more likely to succeed if you can better fund your business. You can find online many high-income skills that are in demand right now. Do your research and find the one that's right for your business. Step number 5, find a mentor. A mentor is someone that has already done or is doing what you want to do. So we're talking about someone that's in a very similar business as the one that you're trying to get in, and that's doing pretty good. Finding a mentor is very, very important. It'll save you lots of money and crucial mistakes, but it'll also give you guidance and motivation to do more. This is not easy at all. In fact, you need to work pretty hard to find the right person. The chemistry also has to be on point. You have to actually enjoy spending time with this person. But how are you supposed to get their attention? They won't give it to you for free, that's for sure. You need to take your high-income skill and offer it to your mentor. You have to work for them and become indispensable, and with time, you'll start learning from him and have one-on-one conversations with them. It's very important but time-consuming. Don't forget, you're doing all this so that you can achieve the vision you set up in step number 2. Step number 6, start investing. Yes, this is a step. I'm not talking about new trends in Forex or any other untrustworthy new opportunity. I'm talking about stocks, real investing that has a lower chance of throwing your money out of the window. Since you have your high income, you can now use part of it to invest for the long term. In order to invest properly, I highly recommend that you read this book, Little Book of Common Sense Investing, the only way to guarantee your fair share of market returns. Also, check out people like Warren Buffett, who know what they're talking about and aren't trying to steal your money. Step number 7, start your business. Now, take everything you've done up to this point and start your business. This is a huge leap of faith and a big step out of comfort, but this is the final step towards real financial freedom and independence. To start your business, I highly recommend that you do all those classic steps. We made many videos on the topic, so I'm not going to explain this to you, but starting a business is something that you'll learn on the way by working with your mentor and other businesses. Just keep in mind that you need to stay focused and not look away until you reach your goal. For the first period, you'll just be in the survival phase, but as soon as you start making serious money, you cannot get distracted. Otherwise, boom, you'll be wiped out in no time. And that's it. As you see, it's a lot easier once you divide it into steps. And this is all you need to do. Don't skip steps, however. If step number 6 or 7 seems confusing now, it's because you still haven't completed the steps before. Trust me, everything will make sense as you live it. Right now, focus on the first step. It's time to stop making excuses and actually start generating results. The right time is right now. If you like this video, please show some appreciation by leaving your thoughts in the comments down below and by subscribing to our channel and liking the video. If you did, welcome to the family. With that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.